What up, what up? This is Tony, aka Shay, once again. So, this one thing kind of irks me more and more as time goes on is just validation from white society. I think we're at the point where we don't need it. We understand how great we are. We understand our capabilities. We're learning more about our history just globally. And, you know, relying on your adversary to give you accolades doesn't sit right with me anymore. It's kind of like you're asking your abuser to say that you're pretty. Or you know, you're looking to, it's like you're looking to your abuser to feed you, even though, you know, they give you crumbs. Like, it doesn't sit right with me. And I think if we really want to claim the status of being what's the word, if we really want to claim ourselves as being free and not being broken and being strong, and, you know, the black excellence and all the other hashtags that go along with it, then we really got to look at systematically what we're subjecting ourselves to ourselves. It's not, you know, people are not forcing us to do this. We're doing it to ourselves. So one post that I saw was, it was about this black dude that was getting into Princeton University. And in the post, it says something like it took like 300 something years for this another brother to be admitted. It was something like that. And so it was trying to be a congratulatory post, like, oh, we made it, like something like that. And it's just like, what did you make? I saw one of the comments that actually said, like, why did it even take that long? And, you know, I had put a comment, and then someone was like, oh, this is excellent, to give clapping arms, which is typical. And I was just like, why are you... It's clearly a racist institution, because, I mean, they're making it seem like it's impossible for black people to be intelligent. And you know that's not true. We actually taught them in Europe years back, the Moors. You know, look it up. But you're giving praise to a racist institution to take you in. So in my ignorant days, I used to think, oh yeah, this is a good thing. It's the first black person to do this, and I'm sure you heard that stuff too. And but then when you start thinking about it, really start looking at the big picture, and you start realizing, how does this help the community? Why are we giving praise to this racist institution? Like, what does it do for us? And typically that person, that black person that goes in there, his mentality is whitewashed. And I mean, he doesn't, I'm not even trying to paint the, like, he's probably one of the ones that really talk about Martin Luther King rather than Malcolm X. Or he probably doesn't even know about Marcus Garvey. You see what I'm getting at? Like, he's like deemed safe enough to go into Princeton, because best believe, you know, Princeton, when you see these black people, they vet them a lot of times. Now, I believe Michelle Obama, she went to Princeton, and, you know, people can make the argument, well, she acts normal and this and that. Well, symbolism will confuse you a lot as far as being tangible. And there's a lot of criticism that you can say about Michelle Obama, but this isn't about her. It's just, I'm basically just trying to point out the fact that this whole white validation, us, or you know, people on the continent, Africa, West Africa, that want to go to Europe so bad, they feel like Europe is better, or go to Canada, or go to US, and that's like their life goal is just to go where the white people are at. Or us, when it comes to certain neighborhoods, like, yeah, we need to go, or even in the past, we need to go to the white neighborhoods because they're better. And, you know, it just plays into the mind that you're always looking up to white people to validate you, and to give you awards and accolades, even when it comes to award shows, you know, expecting awards or Grammys. Like, why are you Like it just I don't know. It's just one of the things that just starts to irk me on and on. I hate hearing the titles of the first black person to do this. Like, one black person doesn't help the masses of black people. It really doesn't when you start really looking at the data. It just, that's just one person. I don't know. It just annoys me when I keep seeing stuff like the first black person to get this position, this job, or this company, and the company's feeling good about themselves, the black person's feeling good about themselves, and now, what's probably going to happen is that black person doesn't want to speak up on anything that's, racist, because they don't want to lose that position a lot of the times. Not always, but a lot. Let's create our own create our own validation standards, and create a space where we validate our own. So if people are doing work in the community, we acknowledge them. I think I'm trying to remember the quote that Malcolm X once said, but he was like, in so many choice words, he was like, never accept the black person that is accepted by white people. Basically, he was saying, like, if white people accept you or accept this black person, then it means that that black person is not a threat to them. But we know that's our adversary. Historically, we see the day, we see, systematically what's going on. White people should not be comfortable with how you are. If they are, then you might want to just take a step back and think, like, why are they comfortable with me? Because a lot of times they don't support your agenda is to be free and do your own thing and compete. They don't want you to compete, because if the playing field is equal, we smash them all the way. So the fact that they're comfortable with you around and they don't have much to say, then that's just one thing you want to think about. Like, you're not a threat. You should be a threat to your adversary. If your adversary doesn't see you as a threat, then you effectively made yourself irrelevant.